Hi viewers, welcome to our channel. In this video, we are going to see about what is SQL Server and what are the different services are available inside a SQL Server. Okay, SQL Server is one of the relational database management system. It will be used to store the data inside a database and will be able to interact with many applications like SSMS, SQL Server Management, and .NET applications or Java application or any other applications which will be used to connect to SQL Server and to interact with the data. And database. What is database? Database is a collection of multiple objects like tables and procedures, views, functions, triggers, etc. And here inside the database we will be having tables. Those will be used to store the data in the rows and column format. And we have different versions of SQL Server. The SQL Server was initially started in the year of 1989 with the version number of 1.0. And now currently the SQL Server is having a version of 16.0. The name of server is SQL Server 22. And from previous to this version 22, we have 19, 17, 16, 14, 12 like this. We have many versions. And coming to this SQL Server services, we have a database engine. This database engine is one of the core service in the SQL Server, which is used to store the data and process the data and secure the data. And sometimes you want to get the backup of any of the DBs and you want to recover the database in case of some failures happen in the hard disk or some hardware failures. At the time also this engine will be helpful. And one more service called machine learning service. So this machine learning service is going to support the users who are want to work with this SQL Server with machine learning capabilities. It will be using R and Python languages to interact with the server, and it will give the data to the machine learning services. And the next one is integration service. The integration service is one of the service provider of ETL or ELT. It will be supporting. So here it will be able to get the data from different sources and load into different destinations. And the next service is analysis services. The SQL Server analysis services is used to just build some different measures and dimensions that will be helpful in pre-calculating measures. Those will be helpful for using inside reporting services. Let's say I have some millions of data. I want to do some measures with the help of sum or aggregate or max or something. Then those will be pre-calculated with the help of these analysis services. So here we have two models. One will be multi-dimensional model and another one is tabular model. Based on the user needs, they'll be using either tabular model or multi-dimensional model. And in the recent versions, they introduced one more model called Power Pivot. It is same like Excel, how we are using Power Pivot. Same way it will be available here also. For the small scale data, it will be helpful. And next one is reporting service. This reporting service is used to display the data in graphical format, let's say in the table or matrix or charts in the sense like column chart, bar chart, pie chart, all those things will be able to display. And with the interaction also, we'll be able to use different components which are there inside reporting services to display the data in interactive manner, that is user-friendly manner. And the next service will be available, that is replication. So this replication is one of the service or feature we'll call, which is used to uh, just copy the data one node to another node or one server to another server. Whenever the primary server is failed due to some issue or failure, then automatically you want to serve the customers from secondary server, then this replication is important. It will be syncing data on time or real time, we'll say. And next service is data quality service. This is one of the service which will be helping the users to just check the data accuracy. Sometimes whenever you're loading the data, it might be having duplicate or some bad records. Those and all you want to identify and you want to remove, then we'll be using these data quality services. And another service is master data service. This service is also called as master uh, MDS. MDS or master data management will be using with the help of this service. See here, any particular data we are storing inside the server, the data you want to just interact with the help of application. It will be having kind of URL that with that URL will be interacting with the browser, and you are going to modify any particular raw data based on your access levels, and you want to just save the data back into the database. It is possible. And the next service is the same. What are the SQL Server 2012 or 19 which are there? Those will be able to install inside Azure, either in Windows or Linux operating systems with the help of the virtual machines. And Azure virtual machines, already most of you guys are know about these virtual machines. Generally these virtual machines will be able to install as a service, and inside the virtual machine we will be able to install this SQL Server 2022 or the previous versions also to get all the features of SQL Server, the same how we are using in the on-premise. And other than this, we'll be able to use the Azure SQL DB or Azure Managed Instance if you want to use the Azure SQL Server in Azure, or the same features like you want to store the data in the Azure, then we'll be utilizing those two features also. Those are like Azure SQL DB or Azure Managed Instance. The same features you want to get like on-premise in the Azure, then we need to have a Azure virtual machine, and inside that you'll be able to install this SQL Server 2022. And we have Azure ARC. Azure Arc will be calling. This is one of the service which is there inside Azure platform. It will be enabling us to just connect with the on-premise services. Let's say you're using your own SQL Server or some other the services or features you are using inside on-premise, and few you are using in cloud. Let's say a few Azure services and few uh, different services are using. Those we will be able to connect with. And next one is Azure Kubernetes services. This Kubernetes service is one of the container service we'll be calling, which is used to install or deploy some applications inside the server. It will be helpful in the cloud side like Azure or some different vendors you want to use, then it will be helpful. Thank you guys.